Mr. Speaker, 24 years ago tomorrow marks a dark day in Canadian history. On December 6, 1989, a gunman walked into l'École Polytechnique de Montréal and killed 14 female engineering students. I remember the shock, Mr. Speaker, that followed the day of that news. I can't imagine losing a family member to such senseless violence. My thoughts and prayers go out to all the families that have been impacted. The Montreal massacre was not an attack against students or engineers. It was an attack against women, and it has become a defining moment for action on violence against women. Mr. Speaker, the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women serves as both a moving recognition of the women lost to gender-based violence and a rallying cry for further work to end this violence. In November, women across the province called for an end to violence as part of Women Abuse Prevention Month. Violence against women shatters many lives and has no place in Ontario. Today, we recognize all women killed by male violence and recommit ourselves to take action to prevent violence against girls and women. It's a stark reminder of one terrible fact. Women are at risk of violence because they're women. This violence is manifested through many forms. Mr. Speaker, whether it's the sexual exploitation of women and girls, the assault and control of women by their partners, or the high number of missing and murdered Aboriginal women across Canada, it's gender inequality in all its forms that is at the root of violence against girls and women. In the ongoing effort to end this violence, I'm happy to say that some progress has been made since December 6, 1989. Our collective response to this issue is improving. Our province has a strong network of supports and services, including women's shelters, counseling services, and partner assault programs. And I want to thank all the staff and volunteers that make a difference in the lives of women and children every day. Thanks to our partners in the community, the women and men engaged in ending violence against women, we are making a difference. Working with the Ministry of Community and Social Services, we've almost doubled our funding for community support services for victims of domestic abuse. This funding has helped serve close to 12,000 women and 8,000 children in emergency shelters last year. I recently reaffirmed our investment in employment training to help abused women get the support they need to rebuild their lives. We started this program because we know employment training helps create a better future towards economic security. Close to 2,000 women have learned relevant and practical skills that are needed to succeed in today's fast-changing labor market through this program. So even on a day filled with mourning and sadness, should feel proud of the work we have done. But this task is by no means complete, Speaker. As a mother, an advocate, a friend, and as minister responsible for women's issues, I have met too many women who have suffered from abuse. I'm always motivated by their determination to rebuild their lives and keep their children safe. The tragedy of December 6th reminds us that we must not let our vigilance wane. We must continue to educate boys and girls, men and women, about healthy, equal relationships. We must continue to change attitudes and behaviors so that violence against women and girls doesn't begin in the first place. Earlier today, we received unanimous consent to wear these buttons to remember women whose lives have been cut short by violence and to recommit ourselves to taking action on violence against women and girls in all its egregious forms. I'd like us to take a moment to remember and acknowledge the 14 lives lived and tragically lost 24 years ago. Genevieve Bergeron, age 21. Hélène Colgan, age 23. Nathalie Croteau, age 23. Barbara Dagneau, age 22. Anne-Marie Edward, age 21. Maud Aviernik, age 29. Barbara Klugsnix-Wodajewicz, age 31. Maryse Laganière, age 25. Maryse Auclair, age 23. Anne-Marie Lemay, age 27. Sonia Pelletier, age 23, Michel Richard, age 21, Annie Saint-Arnaud, age 23, Annie Turcott, age 21. Let us all ensure that these young women will remain forever in our memory and in our hearts. December 6th is a day we must not forget, but it's also a day that should provide everyone here with the inspiration, determination, and renewed commitment to end violence against women, whenever and wherever it occurs. If I may, Mr. Speaker, I ask that we take a moment of silence for these women and all others that have been affected by violence. Okay, afterwards, okay. And then end the silence with a commitment to work for change together. Thank you.